Ain't no way I'm looking at your face while you're sitting in that Monday morning traffic and you look like you're heading to a funeral. But it's not a funeral for a person, it's a funeral for your soul. Look at you, young blood. You wake up at 6 a.m. to an alarm clock that sounds like a drill sergeant. You hop in a car you can't afford to drive to a building you hate to work for a man who doesn't even know your middle name. You spend 40 hours a week building his empire while your own dreams are in the basement gathering dust. You think you're safe because you got a salary and a full 1K? Stop the cap. You are a permanent tenant of the corporate matrix. You are trading the only thing you can't buy back, your time, for just enough money to pay the bills and come back next Monday to do it all again. My name is Big Frank, and today we're talking about the 9-to-5 prison. We're exposing why a steady paycheck is the most dangerous drug in the world and how the system is designed to keep you just comfortable enough that you never try to escape. If you're tired of asking for permission to go to the bathroom or take a vacation, smash that subscribe button right now. We building bosses over here, not cubicle dwellers. Lock you in. Let's look at the bars on your cage. Dead ass. Let's look at the math, because the system is banking on you being bad at arithmetic. They offer you a salary. Let's say it's $60,000 a year. You think, okay, that's $5,000 a month. I can live on that. Stop the cap. You are hallucinating. First, Uncle Sam takes his cut before you even see the money. Federal tax, state tax, Social Security, Medicare, boom, you're down to $3,800. Then you got to pay the work tax. You spend $400 a month on gas driving to a building you hate. You spend $200 a month on work clothes to impress people you don't like. You spend $300 a month on lunches because you're too depressed to meal prep. That $5,000 a month is really $2,900. You are selling 160 hours of your life every month for $18 an hour. But you think you're a salaried professional. You ain't a professional. You are a high-functioning victim. And the worst part? The golden handcuffs. They give you just enough money to pay for the apartment and the car lease, but never enough to buy your freedom. It's a subscription model for your survival. If you stop working, the subscription gets canceled and you lose everything. They have engineered your life so that you are terrified to leave. You aren't working to build wealth. You are working to service the debt that they sold you. You are a battery power in the matrix, and they drain you dry 5 days a week just to let you recharge on the weekend so you can do it all over again. That is nasty work. And don't even get me started on the culture. The second you walk into that office, they hit you with the biggest lie in human history. We are family here. Fam. We are not family. If I died in my desk today, you would have my job posted on LinkedIn before my body was cold. That ain't family. That is a hostage situation with a dental plan. I'm looking at Jamal over here. He's been grinding for 3 years, staying late, skipping the gym, glazing the boss, trying to get that senior title. And what is his reward? A pizza party. 2 slices of pepperoni and a warm soda to say thanks for making us millions. You accept pizza instead of profit because they conditioned you to be grateful for scraps. Then comes the promotion trap. You finally get called into the big office. You think you made it. They give you a fancy new title, Assistant Regional Vice Director of nothing. They give you a 5% raise, which doesn't even cover inflation, but guess what? They gave you 50% more work. You just sold your soul for a title that doesn't mean anything outside of those 4 walls. You think you climbing a ladder? No, young blood, you are digging a deeper hole. The higher you go in the 9-to-5, the tighter the handcuffs get. Now you can't leave because you have a mortgage that depends on that specific salary. You are terrified of your boss, not because he's scary, but because he holds the keys to your entire existence. You aren't a boss because you have a plaque on your desk. A real boss can leave for a month and make money. If you leave for a month, you homeless. You are a high-end servant. Stop glazing the chains. So how do we break out? How do you escape the plantation without starving to death? You need a prison break strategy. Step 1, strategic underperformance. Stop trying to be the employee of the month. That plaque is a scam. Do exactly what is required to keep your job and not 1% more. Stop staying late. Stop answering emails on the weekend. Reclaim your mental energy. You need that brain power for your empire, not theirs. Stop simping for a corporation that views you as a line item in an Excel sheet. Step 2, the 5 to 9 protocol. The 9 to 5 pays your bills. The 5 to 9 builds your freedom. When you clock out, your real work begins. You don't go home and watch Netflix. You don't go home and play 2K. You go home and you build. You learn a high-value skill. You start a side hustle. You build a digital asset. You need to build a life raft while you are still on the ship. If you try to jump without a raft, you drown. Use their money to fund your exit. Step 3. Ownership. The only way to be free is to own something that pays you while you sleep. It could be content, it could be a business, it could be real estate. But as long as you are trading time for money, you are a slave to the clock. You have to shift your identity. Stop calling yourself an accountant or a manager. You are a CEO in training. Your current job is just the angel investor for your future business. Treat them like a bank. Get your funding and get out. The goal isn't to get a better corner office. The goal is to walk out of that building one day, look at the security guard, and never come back. The door's unlocked, young blood. You just have to be brave enough to walk through it. Stop waiting for permission. The warden isn't gonna set you free. You have to break yourself out. If this video woke you up, smash that like button and subscribe. Big Frank is gonna keep giving you the blueprint until we all free. Stay dangerous. I'm out.